All right, hi and welcome to Wicked Wednesdays, where I'll be doing tutorials for Halloween related items through the next, I think it's 11 weeks, every Wednesday up until Halloween. And I will be having some treats, plenty of them actually, and I will be doing giveaways. For today's projects, I have a altered composition notebook. I've got these little notebooks here from Walmart. They were a little 3-pack of mini composition notebooks, and I'm just going to alter it for a Halloween themed project. And what I have got is some of the designer series paper from our Halloween pack this year, and I'll bring that in and show it to you in case you haven't seen it. It's this here, and it's got a lot of fun prints on it. This is the other side of this one here, which is what I'll be using today on the notebook. And then you've got these cute little cobwebs. This page here, which is really nice. I think it'd be great for a scrapbook, or even this page here. And then you've got this, and if I can get that turned over, this here with the little haunted mansions and the bats. And then you've got this page and then this page. And this page actually, it goes with this stamp set here, Spectacular Bash, which is what I'm going to be using today. And it comes with a die set, and some of these dies will actually cut out, let's see, I'm pretty sure some of these cut out some of these images. Or maybe, no, maybe it was that other one that had some little images on it. But I was thinking that some of these actually did cut that out. I could be wrong on that. Sorry about that. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be using today. And I'll just get right into it and show you what I've got. All right. I've got, for this project, you'll just need 2 sheets of, let's see, get my cheat sheet out. I've got 2 pieces of DSP cut at 2 7/8 by 4 1/2, which are these 2 here. And this is the other side. You could really use any side, but I'm using this side today. And then what I did was just cut it at the 2 7/8, a long strip of it, and then I cut 2 pieces here, and what you're going to end up with is this smaller piece left over. And what I've done is I've took some of the images that I'm going to use on it as embellishments, and I've already cut 2 of them out. And the little bottle and the little skull. And what I'm going to do is cut this one out, and I'll show you. They're pretty easy to cut out. They're not too hard. So let me get my scissors, and I'll go ahead and finish cutting that out. That way we've got it out of the way. And I just pretty much followed along the lines. I didn't really want any kind of border going around it, so I just followed along the black lines and just cut around. I'm still getting used to fussy cutting, but these are not really that hard to do, so just cut around that there, and just, this one's pretty much just straight down. And then I'm going to cut that little piece off there, and then that one's ready to go. And let me get that out of the way. And okay. Okay, and the next thing that I've got is this piece here, and what I'm going to do is just, let's see, I'm just going to put some tape on it And I've run out of my tape runner and got it on order, so I'll have to just use this for now. And what I did was just butt it up right against the edge here. And I kind of tried to get it at the very top, because the way I've got it, you're going to have just a little bit that overhangs. That way we can get that to fit nicely around there. And all you have to do is just take your scissors and just follow around the curve of the front of the notebook. And just follow it straight down. And then around the edge there, and there you go, nice and neat. And we're going to do that for the back, so we'll just put some tape on there. Get that piece out of the way. Alright, and then just do the same thing for the back. You just butt it up against that black piece there at the edge. Make sure you're down at the bottom or the top, whichever one you want to get to. And try not to get that showing too much. There we go. And then just push it down good. And the same thing, just take your scissors, follow it just around the back of the notebook there, just so it covers all of it and none of the color shows through. And then we'll curve it around here. And just that little tiny trim off the top. There we go. Alright, so these projects are actually quick and easy to do, and that's all you have to do for that. And like I said, I'm going to embellish the front of it, and I've already got these here. And something else that I wanted to put on it was the let's see, what did I do with my little, there it is. I'm going to use this stamp set here, and just I'm going to use this Open If You Dare. That was it. That's the one I wanted to use. And I'm just going to take my Memento ink, and I'm going to just test it out, make sure I got it. Okay. And I'm just going to use a piece of this paper here and just stamp that on. And I'm going to set that to the side for just a second. And I'm going to get my little, I've got my cleaner here off to the side, so I'm going to clean my stamp off real quick. Take it, and I'm just using, for those of you, these are the stamp cleaners that we have, this and another chamois that works really well, but for my Red River I like using the, you just spray one side and then wash it and then wipe it off on the next. And oh, thank you, Brene. I couldn't even see your comments. Now I see it. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to ignore you. Alright. So then what I'm going to do with that, and then I've also got a black piece of paper here that I'm going to get, and I'm going to use these dies, and I'm going to cut the black one with this here. It's a really pretty die, and it cuts really good. And then this small one here, and I'm just going to put it on here. So I've already got my magnetic plate here, and what I'm going to do is just set this down here, get it situated on here. And these new dies are really nice because you just have to make sure there's no white showing, and try to get that on there good. And then I'll stick this here, and I'm just going to do it in one pass. Let me stick that through my Big Shot really quick and get that cut out. I just scooted that just a hair. Let me fix that. Alright. Well, I'll There we go. Hopefully I wasn't shaking you guys too much. And then, well, I scooted it when I couldn't get it to go through right. But anyway, we'll fix that. And then I'll set this to the side for just a second. And then this here, it really does come out pretty easy, all the little pieces here. Let me just flick them out and let's see. I got a little poker here. See how nice that is. It's really cute, I think. And then from where I messed that up, we'll just fix it a little bit. And all I'm gonna do is just give it a little trim. And then go around there. And around here. And then just even it out just a little bit here. These dies really do cut good, but I wasn't paying attention and let it shift on me. All right, so I've got this, and something else I want to do to this is I'm going to use my dark Daffodil Delight, and I want some color on that. So I'm just going to take it, and this is my blends. And all I'm going to do, I'm not really doing any blending, I'm just going to color it in. But just take it and give it a little bit of color. That way it'll give it a little bit more pop on it. And then I'm just going to take my Tombow glue and put this on. And then just stick that on here. Alright, and then I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to glue this one down. I'm just going to glue it down here kind of towards the bottom on the right. And then I'm going to take this little bottle here and I'm going to glue it down also. And just kind of set it, let's see, right there, I think. Yeah. Well, I think I set it just a little bit closer. Am I still in shot? Alright, and then I've got this little skull that I cut out of the paper too. And I'm just going to use a Stampin' Dimensional. Let me get those out. And I've got some of these we've got mini dimensionals, and we also have just the regular ones. And I'm just going to put a mini dimensional on this one. And just put it right there in the middle, if I can keep it from sticking to my finger. And just kind of set him right there in front of it. And then last thing I'm going to do is I've got some, oh here it is. I've got some ribbon that I'm going to try to tie on here. I'm not very successful half the time trying to tie bows in front of people, so I'll just cut me a little bit of that off. And what I'm going to do is get some of our tearing tape just so that it'll stick in place. And I'm going to take and probably put it almost in the middle, but maybe up just a tad from the middle. And just try to get me a little straight line there of it. And then cut that off. And then what I'm going to do is just tear that off, and then that way I can put my ribbon on it and it'll hold it there. Let's see. Face it down, and this is some of our new ribbon that's going to be on and one thing about this, you can kind of reposition it on there. But it's going to be in our new holiday catalog. And if you don't currently have a demonstrator and you'd like to have a catalog, just let me know and I'd be happy to send you one. Okay. And I think I did. Let me try that. Let's see. Okay. Alright. I'll have it in a minute. And then we'll just make a little loop. and try to pull it through here. Okay. All right, I may get it and I may not. We'll see. I was being ambitious and thought maybe I'd go ahead and try one. And you'll have to excuse my fingers. I stuck them right in the ink earlier when I was working on some stuff. So we've got that there. And then I'm going to take a couple more dimensionals, some of our larger dimensionals. And I'm going to put one at the top and one at the bottom. And, oh, it'll come with it. There we go. That way I can kind of put it over the ribbon and it won't be on top of it. And then you just set that there. And there you go, a cute little composition book with some embellishments and a little Halloween theme. All right. That's my first project. I've got one more to show you. And, yeah, I know those notebooks are cute. I just found them today and thought I wanted to do something with them. So, I figured I'd give it a little try. You can always dress up stuff that you can find at the store. Really cute. Let's see. I don't know what to do with my... Alright, we'll set that to the side and we'll get this stuff out of the way and I'll show you what I've got next. Alright. Do a little house cleaning here. And, alright, the next project I've got for you is a cute little treat holder. And what you'll need for it is 5 Hershey Nuggets, and then you're going to need 5 pieces of the Designer Series paper cut at 1 inch by 3 inches. So I've got 5 here. And then you need a piece of cardstock that's cut at 5 inches by 2 inches and scored 1/2 inch on each, or no, 1/4 inch on each side. And I'll score that in just a minute. Then you're going to need a piece of cardstock for the topper, and that's going to be 3 inches by 2 1/8. And I'm going to score that in half. This is a 3 inch. I'm going to score that at 1 1/2. And then for the covers for that, I'm going to have 2 pieces of Designer Series paper, and that's going to be at 2 by 1 3/8. And it should leave just a tiny border going all the way around. Okay, so, and then a 2 inch by 8, 2 inch by 8 inch cello bag. And we used to sell these, but we don't, but you can generally get them at like clearbags.com or maybe off Amazon or something. All right, so we'll get to that. Now I'm going to get my trimmer here and I'm going to go ahead and do my scoring. And let's see, oops, I got it upside down. I'm not reading it. All right, so this is the 2 inch. So I'm going to go I'm going to go, yeah, 1/4 inch. I'm forgetting what I'm doing. All right, 1/4 inch. And you're just going to score it and then take it back down 1/4 inch and you're going to score it. And I'm pretty sure I did not get that straight, so let me try that one more time. There we go. And then this is the 3 by 2 1/8 piece, and I'm going to put that at 1 1/2, and I'm going to score it. And I think that's all the scoring that we've got. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is take, let me see, I am going to take my Rich Razzleberry, because I want some color to go with this, just to add some more color into these. And I'm just going to give it a quick little color with my blend. And I'm gonna go ahead and get it first, that way it can be drying. And that's the nice thing about this paper with the black and white. The black still shows through, but you can color that white and make it a nice little color. And that'll blend in. Let's see, I'm just gonna take my light and just blend that in just a little bit more, and it should dry pretty good. All right, so we'll set that to the side, and while we do these other ones, I usually just take these and just give them a little rub over my finger just to kind of turn them so that they'll fit around the Hershey Nuggets better. And what I did here is I just used both sides of these papers. That way I had 5 different designs that I could use to put on the. All right, so that one, and then we've got this one here. So all I'm gonna do is take one edge of it, and I'm gonna take these glue dots and put some just on the edge right here. And then I'm gonna take it and just wrap it around the Hershey Nugget. And just kind of get that where you need it. And line that up and just push it down, and you've got a cute little Hershey Nugget that's decorated. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the rest of them. And let's see, put one, since these are little, I'm just gonna put 3 across the top. And then I'm gonna keep on. Hi Lisa, how are you? Sorry, I'm not keeping up with these comments. I keep trying to remember to look, but I'm not doing that good at it. All right, so let's see. We'll just carry on with making these little nuggets look pretty. And we're going to do the same thing, just wrap it around, line it up here, push it down, get that glue dot to sticking good. And let's see, there's some more here. And there, and there. And then we're almost done with the wrapping. I got one more, and this is the one that I colored just so that I could have some extra color. And we'll just take it, get that glue dot. Here's some more here. And now I'll get those out of the way. And then we're just gonna take and wrap this last one around. Bring it just a hair more. And there we go. All right, so there's all your 5. Now the next thing I want to do is the piece of paper that I used just a minute ago. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the Eat, Drink, and Be Merry. I think that goes good with the candy. And I'm going to use my Memento ink again and just give it a little stamp. And there we go. All right, clean that off. Get this out of the way before I stick my fingers in it. I've already stuck my fingers in enough ink. And we'll get this one out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is take those dies again. And this time I'm going to use the larger one to cut this one here out. And we'll just get that there. Stick these back on here. And run this through really quick, and then we'll finish this one up. Okie dokie. All right, now I've got this. Now what I did with this, because I just wanted some extra color on this too, was my paper pumpkins, I always save the little stamps that come with them, and you can use them over and over again for anything you want. And this was last year's Halloween stamp set that we got, and it's got this cute little spider. And I'm going to use it and get my little block here, And since I put the Rich Razzleberry on that, or no, that was Blackberry Bliss. I'm sorry. What I colored was Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to take the Blackberry Bliss and just, okay, just put a couple little, actually I'm going to put 3. Everything's better in odd numbers. There we go. All right, so 3 spiders on there, just give him a little extra color. And let's see, this is the topper, so we'll just take it and get it ready to go. And also, one more thing I wanted to do was just take my ink dauber and just kind of give it just a little bit of color on the edges. Not too much, but just enough to just give it a little dimension. All right. Okay, now this piece here that we scored at a 1/4 inch on both sides, we're going to fold those score lines, and we're going to take our little pieces of candy and then stick them in here like that. And then we're going to take our cello bag and just stick it down in here. Just kind of push it down there to the bottom. And then what I like to do is just fold it over some. And then I'll take this and put it on here. Okay, let me get that just, okay. Then just stick this up there at the top. And then I took my stapler, and what I'm going to do with the stapler is I'm going to staple it backwards so that the pokey parts, for a lack of a better term, I'm going to make sure that it is facing me and not outside, which it doesn't matter because actually I'm going to cover both sides, so, but anyway. And then I'm going to take my glue and put some glue on there. Make sure I got that right side up. And then I'm going to stick this on there, and it's got just a little bit of border all the way around. And hello, Jill, thank you. And then I'm going to take this and put this on the back. All right, we're almost done with that one too. And then I think I might just go ahead and pop that up too with the dimensional or 2. Everything's better popped up, right? And then we're going to take this and put that in the middle there. And stick that on there, and there you go. Cute little treat that you can hand out to your teachers, your co-workers, friends, kids that come by, grandbabies. I've got a few of those that'll be getting some treats this year from me, some special treats. And all right, let me bring in what I've got. So here's the 2 projects that I did today: the altered composition notebook, the mini composition notebook, and then the Hershey nugget holder. And while I'm talking about it, I was going to tell you about the specials I've got going this month. If you haven't seen it, Paper Pumpkin this for the September is going to be this here. And it's a special one for Halloween, and it's going to include 20 food-safe treat boxes. So if you like making up treats and giving them out, then this is a kit for you. The kit we had last year was really cute. It had the little bags and like I said, that stamp set that I used. And it's got the 20 food-safe treat boxes, unique and exclusive Halloween stamp set, and a special spooky edition box. that's really, really cute. I like that. And what I'm doing for anybody that wants to purchase one through me, and that would be at, and I meant to write that down, but that's at, it would be www.robinperky.stampinup.net. And anyone that purchases one through me, I will send this new, that's going to be in our new catalog, the Monster Bash enameled shapes. And they are really cute. They actually have some dots that you can't really see underneath the top here. But they've got the cute little tombstones and the skulls, the little black birds, and then dots in the black and also in the gray. And I think they're really cute. And for today's, I am doing prizes throughout my Wicked Wednesdays. So for everyone that, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or if I'll get thrown in Facebook jail, but for everyone that comments, you'll be entered. And for everyone that shares, I'll enter you twice. So what I'm going to do for that is I will send you it'll be like make and takes. I'm going to send you one of the composition notebooks with everything to make it, except I can't stamp the images and send to you, but I can send you, I can cut this shape out for you and send you some of these too that you can use. And I'll have everything cut and sent out, and I'll also send you I'll send you 5 of the cello bags along with all everything you need to make those also, except for the candy. I don't want it to melt before it gets to you. So, I really appreciate everybody for stopping by, and I will come back on tomorrow. I will take all the comments and shares and tally it up and pick a winner, and then I will be back next week at I don't know, they think you're, I forgot what they said, like trying to I don't know if they just think you're trying to make people do something or something like that, but I think it's kind of goofy. But yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying that, and I actually meant to just write a note card and point at it so you could see what I was talking about, but I'll risk it and see what they do to me. But anyway, I lost my train of thought, but yeah, I will come back on tomorrow, and well, actually, I may just come back on Tuesday before my that way it'll give you guys a almost a week, and that way everybody else can maybe join in and see and get entered to win. And I will come back on Tuesday. It will probably be around 7 o'clock also. That's generally a good time for me because I'm usually babysitting my grandbaby, so my daughter-in-law comes and gets her before then, so I have time. So thanks again for stopping by, and hopefully you'll come back and see me next week. I've got some awesome projects in store for the next, I think it's 11 Wednesdays before Halloween. It'll be every Wednesday before Halloween. And let's see, how bad am I on time? Actually, I guess I whizzed through that pretty good. And if you're looking for somebody else crafty to watch, I know Jen Houston, the Canadian demo, is going to be on. I want to say she is an hour behind me, so I think she comes on at 7 Mountain Time. And you can look her up, Jen Houston. And of course, Lisa Harden's on here. She's got the Stampin' Zoo, and she's always got great, awesome tutorials. She's a great demo. And thanks everybody for stopping by. I'll see you next week.